Hi, YouTube.
Hi.
Hi. All right, there's YouTube. Now, you guys know that for graphing, I use the plates and the floor. Floor. Everyone say floor. Now, that's the method that I choose to use. Can I say? Yeah, of course. Okay. Test. We did the chapter 8 test was solving equations, and this is the inequality solving inequalities. All right, so 8 part 2. So floor is what I like to use. Some people obviously use other methods. I kind of made that up. A student of mine made that up. So I need everyone to give me a vote here. Who likes to use floor? Okay. Who likes to use something else? Okay, that's fine. Okay, what do you like to use?
I just think of which way if the air like the greater than or less than looks like an arrow.
Uh-huh.
And if it's pointing towards the equality, you go left.
Okay. So, but what do you do if the variable is on the right side? Then you can't go the way the arrow looks, can you? Oh, she's saying something different. So she's saying if it's pointing left. Well, that's this. That's floor. Pointing left. So you're just stating it a different way. So who, all right, who has a different way? Yes.
I just read the problem.
And magic. Now, what do you mean by that? I just read the problem.
So like if there's 9 is greater than n, 9 would be greater, so then n would have to be less than.
So you go to the left for less. Okay. That's interesting. That's where you do it. Okay. Anybody else have a different way? A different way than those two? Yeah. Well, the plate is, that's for the closed or open circle. I'm talking about the left or right part. Anybody have a different way? What about the other way I showed you? A lot of students in my other classes like to use that. Okay, I'll explain it and see if you use it. So you notice how this looks like it's pointing to the left, right? Well, you can just use that if the variable is on the left. However, if the variable is on the right, you have to go the opposite way of what the arrow looks. So you'd reverse that. Anybody use that one? No. Okay, well then I'm not going to do that in this class. Okay, here we go. All right, close or open circle for number 1. Close. You are so right. The plate is full. Okay, now is it on the pointy or open side? Pointy left. Variables on the pointy side. Okay. What about this one? Close or open circle? Close. You're correct. Okay, is B on the pointy or open? Pointy. You're so right. Okay, I want people to answer besides the 2 people who were answering before. Again, I'd like you to pay attention instead of working ahead because you might be doing it wrong if you walk ahead. That's not. All right. Nick. All right. Close or open circle. Here we go. Open circle, I heard. I think you're right. Open circle. And then left again. You're right. It's on the pointy side. Very good. Except I want to make a better arrow. There we go. All right. Number 4. Well, how about you? This young lady. What do you think? Number 4.
I agree with that.
Close. I agree. Close here to the left. It's all still on the pointy side. All right, next one. Please tell me it's not to the left.
No. Oh yeah, 5. Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
6 is.
I know there's a lot of lefts on here.
No, it's on the left side 6.
I know. I know. Okay, last one. Open circle. This one's to the right. Okay, so the variable's on the open side. Open goes right.
Hey, so we're gonna
I'm aware of that.
Dude, you're like on. You're in the last question.
Right. So, must show your steps. Must show your steps. So I'm going to rewrite this so I can show my steps. What do we need to do on both sides? Anybody? Go ahead. What do we need to do on both sides? Just say it. Subtract 10. Alright, I'm going to show my negatives here so I don't make negative mistakes like has been happening on the test, right? Okay, bad guys scored 15, so n is... Alright, wait a second. Do we need to change our inequality sign? Yeah, you're right. Good job. Because we're subtracting, right? We are not multiplying or dividing by a negative. Good job. Alright, so open circle. Open circle. Which way? To the pointy left. Pointy side next to n. Any questions? Yes. Why? Because we need to get rid of a positive 10. 10 minus 10 is 0, right? So that's the way we get rid of 10. If you added 10 here, you would get 20 on the left. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good question, though. Good question. All right, moving on. 8 is less than or equal to x over 4. Thank you. All right. What do we do on both sides?
Times 4.
Multiply times 4.
Know the answer.
32 is less than or equal to x. Am I right?
Yes.
I think so.
Maybe not.
All right, x is on the bigger side, which is open right. Open right. All right, may I move on or not?
No.
Yes.
Give me 1 second.
Hey, somebody said no, so I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Okay. Okay, b minus 8. What do we do on both sides? Quiet hand. Illy. Okay, so she said subtract negative, which is correct. So we're adding 8 on both sides. B is greater than or equal to... Wait a second. I got to be careful with my negatives. Okay, so B is greater than or equal to 3. I think I need to go to the right. Am I right, Kyle? Greater than or equal to?
Yeah, to the right.
Thanks. Okay, this number 10, I don't know about this one. I don't like this. Why do I not like this? Because we're going to divide by a negative. And you must make sure you change that sign. Alright, so negative 14, I'm making a closed circle. Right? And then I'm going to the left. No, not L, what am I saying? DC, Y, S, right? Dinosaurs cook Yeti soup.
Wait, what does it stand for?
Don't cry your super, right? All these things that we did.
Distribute. What's it?
All those things we talked about. So first is distribute. Next is what? Combine like terms. Y is area of my yard, and then supercircle structure. So what do we do first then? Distribute. Well, there is distributing here, so we're going to do 72 minus anybody?
42.
Okay, there we go. Now what? Combine like terms. But there isn't any combined like terms. So what do we do? Get out of my yard. Change the sign. Okay, 72, bless you, minus 54n. And then we still have negative 36. Superstar, costar, extra. So we get rid of that extra. Negative 54n is less than something. Yeah, 108. Why did I say less than? I don't know. Greater than. Here it is, here it is. Here it is.
Wait, what is what?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
You missed it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Distributing negative 8 minus 8x less than or equal to negative 5x minus 5. All right, we distributed. Next is combining like terms. I gave you lots of different ways to remember this. So I want you to remember it. It's very important. I don't want us getting to the test. What's next? You know this. I gave you lots of ways to remember it. First is D, next is C, next is Y, next is S. Okay, next is combining like terms, but there aren't any. So we use your my yard, throw it over the fence and change the sign, plus 5x. All right, now I don't want to mess up my negatives, so I'm going to show this. Negative 8, positive 5. Okay, negative 8, negative 3x less than or equal to negative 5x minus 5. Please make sure you're writing this down and mess that up. Okay, the negative 5x was, we got rid of that already. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, superstar, costar extra. Get rid of the extra first. Alright, again, be careful of your negatives. We have far too many negative mistakes. That took me like less than a second. It's worth it, trust me. People don't seem to trust me. They want to do it on their own. Okay, so here we go. Greater than or equal to. Why did I change the sign? I changed the sign because I divided by a negative. If you have a question, raise your hand, please, sir. Do you have a question? Yes, sir. If you want half credit for your negatives mistakes, then yes, you do. But if you're really, really confident and you do it correctly, then no, you don't have to. Yes. Yeah, you can definitely do that. She's asking, can you throw this over this way instead? Yes, of course, as long as you change the sign. And follow the rules of the math. Okay, greater than or equal to negative 1. Close circle. Close circle, right? Here we go. X is on the open side, open side, open side, open right. Okay, any questions, any questions? No questions. Next one. Can I move on, or anybody still writing? Yeah, okay, here we go. Number 13. Our first distribute this negative 5. Remember, you have to be careful if you're distributing something that it stays negative. 9n. Negative times a negative. Again. I can do it myself. Thank you, though. Alright, so negative times a negative. We would cover that up with our fingers. The i's there, and we would get positive 5. Negative times a negative. Positive 35n is greater than 45 plus 4n. Question?
All the answers on the test be either whole numbers or negative numbers? Are they looking fractions?
Yeah, no, we're not going to have any fractions. Good question. No fractions. Nobody else in another class asked that. All right. Combine like terms. Can we do that? Yes, we can. 5 plus. I saw some students that were doing this out of order, by the way, recently. That's going to make your problems a lot longer. Okay, so here we go. 5 plus 44. Yes, 44n. All right, so now we're at your yard, my yard. Throw it over the fence and change the sign. Oh, wait, wait. I want to write it. See, look at that. I almost made a negative mistake because I forgot to write it, which a lot of you are skipping that step too. Don't do that. Okay, here we go. Superstar, co-star, extra. All right, -5 on both sides. 40n is greater than 40. Okay, well, we're dividing by a positive, so we keep the sign the same. Do not change that inequality sign, please. I want to get a bunch of A's on this test. That's what I want. Open circle, going to the right. Any questions? No? Okay. Number 14. Let me zoom in here. Alright, here we go. Alright. First step is distribute. DCYS, DCYS, DCYS. Okay, 6P plus 49 plus 28P greater than or equal to -27 minus 4P. 6P and 28P. Combine like terms. 34P. Question? Okay, so variable on both sides. Get out of my yard and change the sign. (49 plus 38p) is greater than or equal to -27. Superstar, co-star, extra. So you see it's the same thing, right? It always follows the same pattern here. Okay, so good guys and bad guys, because I don't want to mess up my negatives. 27 scored by the bad guys, 49 scored by the bad guys. So we have to add up their total score. Right? Okay. 38p. (38p) -76. I think that goes in evenly.
Yeah.
Divide by 38 on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there is a -76 here, but we are not dividing by a negative, so we keep the sign the same. Very important, very important. Okay, here we go. All right, greater than equal to -2. Okay, so P is on the open side goes to the right.